Today we're going to be talking about a topic that both intrigues me and boggles my mind. Kind of like the game of chess, the game that we all love. So I'm going to be playing Puzzle Rush in the background, but first I'm going to give you some background about what we're discussing. So as many of you guys know, FIDE decided to ban the Russian flag many years back. You can remember when Nepo versus Magnus was happening. Typically, players have their flag by their board representing their country. Nepo had to fly the FIDE flag rather than the Russian flag. So that's kind of what we're going to be talking about today. So what is FIDE? FIDE is the international chess organization created to allow all countries in the world to come together under the game that we love, that is chess. Its motto is "We are one people." And then I started researching. So I was like, when will the Russian flag be unbanned? The last article I saw was 2022. I was like, hey, it is 2024. So you have this 100-year organization, flags always representing their countries, and then it was banned. This just intrigued me. And then I was like, why is this not discussed more? Like, many people definitely have opinions on this. I would argue that they just don't talk about it because they don't want to lose sponsors, or they don't want to get chastised, or they just like chess. But I mean, we're talking about a flag being banned. We're not talking about a political stance on a war. We're going to discuss, but flags mean many different things to many different people. There is cultural aspects to it. There's many things above one specific point in time that's why people represent a nation, right? So FIDE did some good things, like they can voice their stance. They can donate to the defensive war effort, save innocent lives. That would be a beautiful thing. They also waived the fee for changing federations. Obviously, if you don't want to represent your country because you're not proud of your country, then you should drop that federation and represent a country that you are proud of, that you want to represent, right? So that all makes sense. But banning a flag, who does that help? Who does that save? How does that make the war end faster? What does it do? It doesn't do any of the above. It's just an exercise of power, and a pointless one at that. I would argue that banning flags is for bitches. It really does not help towards any effort, right? People, they don't play chess to incorporate the horrors, tragedies, ongoings of current events. They play chess because they love the game of chess. That is the beautiful thing about having a passion in life. I feel bad for people that do not have a passion in life, but it allows people to find commonalities, put their differences aside, and discuss the game that we love. Can't say it more. So, what a flag means. I mean, a flag can be cultural, right? It could be you are thankful for the values your grandparents instilled in your parents and then your parents instilled in you. It could be you're thankful for the community, your neighbors, and how nice they were to you. The traditions, chess being a popular game, or baseball being a popular game, or football being a popular game. It's not a war effort. It's a cultural thing. I think for many people. So, I mean, how often does a country's leader act in the interest of all of its citizens? Not often, right? So we're just people. If you extrapolate this out, imagine every nation invaded another nation. Would FIDE then ban every country's flag and have everybody play under the FIDE flag? That would obviously be fascistic, right? And it's good to take a microcosm and extrapolate it into a macrocosm, right? And it's not the definitive point in time. It's the principle that you're arguing, and it's the definitive point in time that allows you to argue for a principle. So that is what we're doing. That is what is important, I believe. So to speak culturally, for example, the Russian school of chess, what was this? Well, this was basically a well-oiled machine. The Soviet era of chess created hundreds of grandmasters. I mean, grandmasters today even learn from this. The principles, the games, it was a well-oiled machine. It created many of the top great chess players. Then in came Bobby Fischer, for example, and an American hero was born. Why? Because he took this monopoly that had a complete grip on chess and he dismantled it. He beat everybody. He beat absolutely everybody, and it was a beautiful thing, and the country loved it, and it was good for the country. Granted, he didn't die an American hero, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about one point in time he took down the Soviet era of chess. I mean, this is what people like to see. It's just a good storyline. When you ban a flag, you take away the possibility for stories of like this to ever be created. And again, we're chess players. You can every culture has good things to offer into society. You can filter out the bad and the good and learn from the good and just do away with the bad. And then you can represent a country and be proud of it. So yeah, that is my take. I believe this is a popular opinion. I think people just don't like discussing it. Comment down your thoughts below. I hope FIDE sees this. A change will be made. Eventually, I would imagine, I think in a couple of years, the flag will be unbanned. But the sooner you talk about it, the sooner a change could be made. And if people are too scared to talk about it, it's probably something that needs to be talked about, right? That's kind of how life works. So thank you guys for watching as always, and I hope all of you have a great day.